What's happening, guys? Today, talk about Group B, Group of Death, their first match day, and we're going to talk about both games today. First game, Denmark and Holland. Holland were big favorites coming in. A lot of people suspected Denmark were going to be the whipping boys of this group, and Denmark proved everyone wrong today with a 1-0 victory over Holland with a goal in the 24th minute. For the first 10-15 minutes, it was Holland. All right, if you just seen the first 10-15 minutes and left to go do something or go to work or do whatever, the only thing that went through your mind was, wow, how many are Holland going to win by? But then it turned around, and then Denmark got that goal. All right. And it all changed from there. And then there were more confidence flowing through Denmark. Denmark grabbing more possession, and from then on, it was kind of just back and forth. It kind of got to the 60th minute, 65th minute or so when it kind of looked like it was Denmark's day. They were flowing forward. Holland were missing chance after chance. And it just felt like Denmark were going to grab that second goal. They didn't grab that second goal, but neither did Holland get the equalizer. So Denmark saw it out 1-0 with and now have 3 points and sitting atop the group, with Germany after their 1-0 victory over Portugal. Van Persie today was pretty ordinary. A lot of people in Holland, lots of polls suggested that the Dutch crowd, who supported the Dutch, obviously, wanted Huntelaar instead of Van Persie up front, and Van Persie really didn't help himself today. He was pretty poor, missing a couple chances he normally would have converted if. And things like that. He was just not too great today, but there were a couple Holland players that played pretty well. Schneider played well. Van Bommel played pretty well. I thought Affalay was one of their best players today as well. It was a bit of a shock when he came off, but came off for Kout at least. Or not Kout. He came on for Affalay. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Huntelaar came on for Affalay. I was a bit surprised by that, why he didn't come on for Van Persie. Because they were two strikers, and pretty much when they both play up front on their own, they're pretty much, their instinct is to run to the same position, and that's going to cause problems, and it didn't really help today. I mean, they didn't crack open the Denmark defense. Denmark were playing well today, pretty well. Team football. Bentner was pretty ordinary. Eriksson, he was pretty ordinary. The left winger who scored the goal, I don't know what his name was, he was good today. And Poulsen, the left back, he was pretty good today. He was my man of the match. Yeah. But, yeah, so that was the Denmark game pretty much, and the Germany-Portugal game was not as exciting, but it also finished 1-1, with Gomez hitting a header in the 74th minute, I think it was, late on in the game, after the 70th minute mark. Mario Gomez with a really nice header off a deflected cross. Went back across Patricio and scored. Germany were ordinary today, I thought. If you watch the Germany game, they weren't like their old selves, like the qualifying selves, where they were breezing through games, scoring tons of goals. Today, they were very ordinary. It took a while to crack the Portuguese defense for them. And Portugal were pretty average today, too, but I kind of expected that. They've been playing pretty poorly as of late. But I didn't expect Germany to be this average. They're gonna have to step it up if they want to win this tournament. Both those teams are gonna have to step it up if they want to win this tournament. But yeah, it was a Mario Gomez goal. A lot of people thought Klose should have been starting, including me, and Joachim Low stuck with Gomez for a significant amount of time, and it ended up paying off because they won because of his goal. It's just, I don't know. Germany are better. I think they're better with Klose in the lineup because they flow a lot better and they do these little passes and things like that. And I think it's more difficult for them when Gomez is up front because they like to throw in crosses to Gomez, but they don't have any real wingers. I mean, they had Moyer on the right and Podolski on the left. Podolski is a center forward, and Moyer normally plays behind the striker or the striker, I would think. And then I think they're just playing just had enough attackers on there. I thought Schürrle should have been on there on the left instead of Podolski. I thought Podolski was pretty average today. Schweinsteiger was all right. But Portugal also have to step it up. Ronaldo was extremely ordinary today, which is not surprising considering he's normally plays like that at the international level. I don't really know why, but it's just something he does. Didn't score today, had a shot or two that kind of tested whoever, Manuel Neuer, but he was pretty ordinary today. Nani was all right. Morales, and I know this comes up a lot, but they're just a lot of good individual talents that don't play like a team, and they'd be a lot better if they implemented a system or whatever. And I don't blame the players for that. I put a lot of the blame on the manager for that, not putting in a system or anything. Or maybe he does put in a system and the players don't follow it, but something has to be done there because they play like a lot of individuals and they don't play like a team. Like Denmark played today. I mean, Denmark played like a team today, and look what happened. They won. And I don't remember who it was, but they were talking about the Denmark-Portugal qualifying game, and they said, Denmark's team won today because Portugal's individual talents just weren't good enough. It was team versus individuals, and team normally prevails, especially considering there are 11 players on the pitch, and soccer is a team game. An individual can take a game over, but an individual cannot win a game. That's always how I like to look at it, and it showed again today. Portugal did hit the crossbar twice. Pepe in the 45th minute off a corner that was just floating there, hit the crossbar, bounced off the crossbar and landed on the line and came out. A lot of people, Portuguese, were asking for a goal, but there was no way that was a goal. Nowhere near crossing the line. And you got to remember the whole ball has to cross the line. And then Nani hit a crossbar on a cross that wasn't supposed to go that close to the net, but it did hit the crossbar later on in the second half. Portugal had plenty of chances late on to tie this game, but they just couldn't do it. But I think if they get Ronaldo into a bit more space, they can be better. Ronaldo was good today when he was on his own. He can't get by 2 or 3 people at a time. He's normally not good with that sort of thing. He's better one-on-one, and I think if they get him in space out on the wing more often, they'd have a better chance, I think. I also think they need more quality at the striker position. I think they're pretty soft there. I guess Postiga's all right. That new kid's supposed to be good, Nelson Oliveira, but not good enough yet. I don't think they have enough at the striker position to really, I don't know how to say, not test keepers, but you put more obviously you do better with a better striker. I just think they need a better striker to really up themselves into that really elite kind of club football team, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I think that's what they need there. But overall, pretty good day of football. Two pretty entertaining games in the group of death with some pretty big clubs. Actually, really big clubs, whatever. But yeah, after today, Denmark have 3, Germany have 3. Both have a goal difference of 1. Both scored once. I don't know what the tiebreaker is in a situation like that. If it were to finish that way, I don't know who would go first, who would go second. I don't exactly know what the tiebreaker is, and feel free to tell me what it is. But at the moment, those two tied for top, and I would get the opinion if Germany were to win next week. Say Germany beat Holland, I think a draw for Denmark would pretty much push them through. I think personally, unless Portugal go ahead and beat Holland by I don't know. But I think a draw for Denmark at this stage almost pushes them through to the next round, either Germany or Portugal, unless unless other things obviously happen. But I think realistically at this point in time, a draw for Denmark would push them through, and hell, that would defy a lot of people's predictions, wouldn't it? But yeah, this video's coming to an end, guys. So peace.